with some of my family and met the Atkinsons, Pat and Jeffrey, who run the mission here. They were like Jesus with skin on. So I think this time the value was spending concentrated time with people and getting to know them. And it was the young boys, and they whooped and hollered when we came out to play with them the next day because they had so much fun the first day. That's what I'll take back with me to America.
And the kids are just motivating. They're full of energy. They sing their hearts out at the top of their lungs.
One of the things that really stood out was that everybody from the most senior level staff all the way to the youngest little child worked together, and they do it with a smile on their face. They're very thankful every single time that we share an hour or two with them. At the end of it, they want to shake your hand. They want to...
And Elijah drove us out to the land. The Risen Savior, it's the project that Risen Savior is part of. We got to walk through what's now forest, but will soon be among Bible College, as well as a media production center for Project Video. So as we were walking through, over bamboo sticks and things like that, he would point out where the dormitories were going to be, where the hall, the chapel, and the big central building where Project Video would ultimately find its home. And knowing that I had carried over some of the equipment that will eventually be in that room was very, very powerful, and I certainly look forward to coming back. And so very, very exciting things are coming with Project Video and with the Hmong School. It's the first in the world, it will be. So just exciting that this could be the start of a big hub of people coming to hear the gospel.
We are here at the border of Thailand and Laos. We are very close to Laos, and my husband is from here, so we came to see the border.
So when we made it into Pentecost, I didn't really know what to expect, but we were welcomed into their home and ended up just sleeping there. They fed us a great meal, and the next morning, it was Easter. It was fabulous. We all woke up, put on our Sunday best, and then we actually walked to church.
The other thing that really stands out relationally was just going to the Hmong village and seeing the smiles on those lined grandmother faces and going up to shake their hands and just feeling that they wanted more and leaning in and then getting those big hugs. And it happened 3 times, and they were just like, your very own grandmother. I've never seen them before.
My favorite moment of the trip, I would have to say, would be Easter Sunday, celebrating Easter Sunday in the Hmong church. It was truly inspirational. But at one point, we realized they were singing Amazing Grace, so we were able to join in with our version. So I really liked that. It was really an amazing minute.
It was really enjoyable to be able to worship with the Hmong people, and we were especially blessed because the pastor that gave the sermon that morning is from the United States, and so he did a little translating in English, which was awesome.
Loves you, this I know, for the Bible tells me so.
Kartik's wife was doing the kind of Sunday school version outside of the Hmong church service on Easter morning.
And he hung there until he died, and they took his body down.
He's a man who was from the land, and we went and saw and the Bible seminary will be built on, and the team signed it here, so we're able to give back to the congregation and keep it as a memory that we should continue praying for the construction and the running of the Bible School project.
I came back to Thailand for a banana waffle stick. Yum.
We are at the Hmong studio in Chiang Mai, so this will eventually be sort of a satellite studio to the main studio in Udon Thani once it's finished. But right now, this is where the Hmong project is starting. But now we saw sort of the level that the Hmong is at now, and it's currently in Joe's house. And from what we could all see, it was a two-bedroom house, and one of the bedrooms itself was dedicated to their studio. So that in itself really shows him and his family's dedication to the project and to the ministry. Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity that you've given us to travel here and to meet with the very beginnings of the Hmong project video.
There you go. It's very awkward to hug, isn't it?
Whoa! That was really exciting. We were on the steep edge of the jungle, and the view was fantastic, and it was bumpy, and he was hungry.
Wait, but keep on having your elephant.
I particularly enjoyed the downhill on the cliff. No, it was really fun. It was really fun. But there were a few moments I was a little afraid that I was going to slide off. I don't know if I was the only one.
No, I felt that way.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hardly daring physically, let's put it that way. So for me, hiking, which is fine, I enjoyed that. Trekking, another thing. I've learned that trekking is mountain climbing, walking across a log, climbing up a waterfall. So that's a little beyond me. But I really enjoyed cheering the team on. I think that was my role.
This is the fun part. This is so tranquil. This is tranquil.
That's Jasmine. And then sort of on the touristy end, I think the waterfalls yesterday on the way to Chiang Mai were like nothing I had experienced before. I think we're all a little bewildered that and having a great, like, just trying all kinds of food. I ate bugs.
I think those are bamboo ducks, yeah.
Cheers. 1, 2, 3. So that was cool being able to, it's just been such a good experience.
So one of the biggest challenges of this trip is using the squatty potties.
The ambiguity of the relaxed way of living in Thailand.
Well, I had a Thai massage that was 50% painful.
It has been great traveling with the other ladies. It feels like we have known each other for a long time. And it'll be kind of sad when we aren't going to be able to spend a lot of time together cuddling under mosquito nets.
Good morning, sunshine.
I think we've gained some really good friendships that are going to continue way past this journey here.
This is Aka.
It's been great being here at the Aka Outreach Foundation, seeing the Aka children. We were able to see a little bit of the worship service last night. It's really inspiring to see their enthusiasm and to see their passion about Christ and sharing it with others.
Before I came, Project Video was like all these little bits and pieces that I really didn't understand until, I guess, basically last night when Lori was talking about how it makes sense to have the people from the villages doing all of this so they can go back and teach their own.
There are a lot of tribes, there's a lot of issues and individual issues for each tribe. And I've learned the importance of the media, reaching them via media, that they may live in remote areas or seemingly unreachable jungle areas, but media has no limits. And I think it's a wonderful vehicle that God is going to be able to use for that.